Hello everybody, welcome back to more art streams. We are going to continue doing our Halloween drawing, which, you know, Will I finish this in time for Halloween? That's a great question. Let's not dwell on it. Oh, you know what? I didn't open... I almost forgot. I need to open my Lumia stream so that you guys have your commands and everything. Goodness. How could I forget? Hopefully opening it after opening OBS does not cause an issue. Okay. You know what? You know what? Let's test it. Let's test it. Do my commands work? They work. Marvelous. Marvelous. Okay. Thank you, Lumia. Thank you, Lumia. Anyways, we are going to continue doing this drawing that we have been working on for quite some time. If you consider the time we put in with the original drawing, which was quite a long time ago. We've been working on this drawing for a couple years now, and I just never finished it, and I'm trying to finish it. This was the original that we did not finish. And now we've turned it into this, which is, it's more detailed, like the proportions are better, the perspective is better, but we still have such a long way to go to finish this, chat. We have such a long way to go. And I am not going to be here next week because I'm going on a family vacation. So if I really want to get this done by Halloween, we gotta kind of step it up into high gear, you know? So that's what we're going to try to do. I worked on this drawing like a tiny bit off stream, like just a tiny bit. I drew like the lights on the house back here, put the bats in the window, the pumpkins and the spider web. But we still have to do quite a bit more. We have some more line art to do with like the headstones and the little lights here. And I want to do the gate and just we got the trees and the bushes and the colors and the shading and the lights on the railing back here, and I was gonna put a reef on the door. We got stuff to do, so let's just get into things. We're just gonna start drawing. I also was debating whether or not I wanted to add more characters in the background, like more trick-or-treaters. I feel like what we have is fine. I don't know. You guys can let me know if you feel like we need more. But I don't know. I feel like it's okay what we have right now. It doesn't have to be like, I don't want the drawing to be like super cluttered, you know? So it's like a balancing act. It's a balancing act of how much detail do we want to put into this drawing to make it the best it can be, while also keeping in mind that, you know, Halloween is roughly a week away and we only have so much time left. So, like I said, balancing act. But we're gonna do our best to get this done, chat. We're gonna do our damnedest. I'm going to make that layer a little bit. What is it? A little bit less opaque. I'm making it transparent so I can see what I'm drawing. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, sometimes the words escape me, but in my brain I know what I want to say, and that's the important thing, right? In my brain, I'm like, that's what I wanted to say. But communicating that sometimes not the easiest. I do also have to consider that I need to conserve my voice a little bit, because we're going to be doing 2 streams today, chat. So usually, I just stream once a day. I'll stream either here on Oscar Darla, or I will stream on my alternate channel, Game Lobby 1337. Follow my gaming channel if you're interested in gaming content. Right now we're playing Silksong and Legend of ZA. But, you know, usually we do the streams, 1 stream a day. Either Oscar Darla or Game Lobby. But since I had to rearrange my schedule a little bit, because I will be unavailable on Friday, I am going to do 2 streams today. And you know what? I'm hoping it doesn't kill my voice. Especially because the game we're gonna play today is Silksong. And if you guys don't know anything about Silksong, it's a very difficult game. Oh gosh, these are not symmetrical. These are not symmetrical whatsoever. And I hate it. And I hate it, and I hate it, and I hate it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fix it so I don't hate it. But yeah, I am very much looking forward to playing Silksong tonight. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. Even though I know that the boss that I'm, inevitably gonna be stuck on tonight is gonna be very difficult. I am excited to play. And hopefully the game is nice to us and we don't have to do like 1,000 attempts. Maybe it's just like 20. I could deal with 20 attempts. 1,000 might kill my soul. But you know what? We beat the widow. So I think we can beat the judge. I do. I have confidence in myself. We'll see how long that confidence lasts tonight. But for now, we are not doing gaming. We are doing artwork. Some fun artwork, which hopefully will be finished by Halloween. And then I'm not even free, because once I finish the Halloween drawing, guess what, guys? Guess what? We gotta work on that Christmas drawing. Which, for those of you who may not have seen, we already did sketch out the Christmas drawing. Let me pull it up. Right here. This is the Christmas drawing. I sketched this out like 2 years ago. It's just a very cute little thing with like Max pulling like Santa's sleigh. We got the northern lights above. And then we got like this house down here with a snowy rooftop and snowmen and trees and mountains. It's gonna be very cute if we get around to it. If is the big question. I believe in us though. I didn't think we would finish our art fight drawing, but we did. So if we can finish that, I think we can finish these. I can have hope in ourselves. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. I was debating whether or not I wanted to do like some kind of Halloween merch line, like Halloween stickers or Christmas stickers, or just seasonal stuff in general. I decided against it just because it's like, I don't know. I don't want to order a bunch of product that can only be sold during a few months of the year, and then what do I do if it doesn't all sell? I mean, I guess I could keep it for next year, but I don't know. It didn't seem worth it. Because I'm a part of a community called Student Made, which, is basically exactly what it sounds like, a bunch of student-made businesses. And, it's just an organization that kind of supports students through college to fulfill their business dreams, help them get started with everything, which is really cool. But sometimes the what would we say, the opportunities that they present are, I don't think, very well thought out, because most of our people in Student Made don't have a lot of business outside of the program, and it's like they want us to sell like holiday themed stuff, and it's like, I don't know how you expect us to make a bunch of holiday product and then you're not even scheduling us for a bunch of markets to sell these holiday products at. So I don't know where you expect us to get this stuff all sold and make our money back. I don't know. Holiday merch is a good idea if you can justify it. But if you can't justify it, can't justify the upfront cost of it, then it's like, just focus on your normal merch lines, you know? Which I have many stickers that I have done. I haven't been promoting them like I should. I really, really, really should be promoting them more. But I've been doing some sticker designs. I got some donkey stickers that I did that are absolutely adorable. These are like some of my favorite designs I've ever done. They're so cute. And then I did some Pokemon ones too, which were super cool. But like, I don't know. I definitely need more product to sell at more markets and cons and card shows and stuff, because I go to a lot of card shows since I am a Pokemon card collector. So I'll often sell my art alongside selling like singles and stuff that I don't want anymore. But I definitely need more product. I need to think of more ideas, more stuff. It's hard thinking of original ideas, you know? It's not the easiest thing. It's like, one day I might do some kind of story or something with Max. I think that'd be really fun. But I'm not really a children's book author. So, I mean, his vibe would fit so well with children's books. Again, I don't really write children's books, so it's like, what can I do with Max besides that? It's the question. So, you know, I settled on stickers right now. Will I continue to make stickers with him? Probably, even if it's just self-indulgent, because he's super cute. He's the superest, cutest freaking donkey boy ever. But I really do want to make some kind of like story or something with him. I think it would be fun. I just have to think of a concept, I guess. Getting this to be in the exact position I want is proving difficult. I think that's close enough. I also want to learn to start animating. I think animation can bring your art to life in a way that like other mediums just can't obtain. And I'm currently taking an intro to animation class, and I'm taking a storyboarding class, which I don't think we will do much actual animating, but it'll teach me a lot of the things I need to know going forward about like different animation techniques and how to do timing and spacing and framing and all the goody good stuff you need to learn if you want to do animation. And you know, I've done some light animating before, but nothing too serious, nothing too produced, maybe is the word. I definitely have a long way to go in my learning of animation journey. I did try to do something in After Effects a little while ago, which is like animating without animating, because you're basically just telling the program, hey, move this here, move this here. It's still not easy to do though. You would think it would be easier, but After Effects is, whew, it's its whole own beast. It's not an easy program to learn. So if you're looking to learn After Effects, good luck, because I struggled. There's just so many tools that it becomes, I don't know, intimidating. But I'll get there, It just takes practice. Practice makes perfect and all that jazz. I did try to join an animation meme trend on TikTok, which I shouldn't have done because I don't know how to animate at all. But I tried to do, what was it, the Poke Dance thing. And I tried to draw my Pokemon character doing the Poke Dance. And I don't even know where I saved this. Did I save it in the OC folder? Yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, I can animate. I can totally do this. And like I have all the Pokemon I was gonna draw, and I have like all these animation frames. But because I don't know any of the techniques of actual animation, when you put it all together, it just looks really bad. But now, maybe I can go back in and fix my mistakes, because now I know a little more about animation, because I learned about stuff. I learned about like slow in and slow out, and I learned like timing and framing, and I learned some stuff, so maybe I can fix it, you know? Would be cool. Wouldn't it be nice if I can learn to do more than just a 2-frame animation? Which I've done quite a few of those. I've done quite a few of 2-frame animations where it's like a blinking animation or like a quote-unquote walking animation where it's just like it's just 2 frames just going back and forth. But I think I can do better. Chad. I think we can improve our skills slowly but surely. And someday I will know how to animate. I don't know. I like learning new mediums. I don't know if other artists are the same way, but I like adding new skills to my artist tool belt. I like having options where it's like, okay, what is this project going to look best in? Like, is it gonna look best as a, like, you know, digital illustration? Is it gonna look best in watercolor or, you know, charcoal or whatever other medium? These are, you know, things you gotta ask yourself. And having more tools gives you more options to make cool stuff. Also, by the by, these tombstones look so much better than the ones that I had. Like, right here. Look how plain these are. Look how disgustingly plain. These though. These. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Freaking beautiful. And no, I'm not going to draw RIP when I can just use a text. Or I can just type it out, you know? Why would I do anything else? I mean, come on now. I'm trying to save myself some work. I've never been good at typography. I cannot hand letter to save my life. My handwriting is really bad, especially on like tablet. because, like, I don't know. It just, you lose some of the nuance of, like, what you draw on digital. Because, like, there is pen sensitivity, but there's also, like, a little bit of lag from when you draw a line to, like, where it actually goes. Which is why, you know, some people prefer traditional. But, I've just always drawn digitally, so that's what I do. Though I have been learning more traditional mediums as of late. Traditional art is not necessarily something I am just setting and forgetting, you know. I have been doing the work to learn more traditional stuff, which has been really fun, actually.
The most accurate and dependable source of weather information 24 hours a day.
I'm not super good at it yet, but it has been fun to learn. I've been playing with Posca pens, I've been playing with watercolors, I did some charcoal stuff. I want to get a set of alcohol markers, because I do have a set of Prismacolors that I like barely touch, but I think if I had some alcohol markers, I would do a little bit of a better job kind of learning them. Because I think alcohol markers and Prismacolors, just colored pencils in general, kind of go hand in hand with each other. So I wanna learn, you know? I want to learn how to do the colors, all traditional like. I don't like that curve. I don't. That's better. Doesn't gotta be perfect, but it has to be good enough, you know? It's gotta be good enough for my standards. Especially because it's like, it doesn't have to be perfect because it's gonna be a background element, like that small. Like, let's not get too in the weeds here. Can make something beautiful, even if it's a little bit wonky. To show like a connecting piece between the boards. Probably copy and paste this, put another one down here. Let's put a handle on this. Doesn't have to be super detailed, just a little something. And then actually what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, because because I kind of have all of my layers for my lines on separate pieces. I'm gonna add this to the bottom layer. This over, oops. Let's not select things I don't want to select. Move this over. Maybe I'll just redraw this line entirely. Yeah, actually, scratch what I did. Scratch that. Undo. Undo. It's my favorite part of digital art, the undo button. Like, my god. How often does this thing save my life? Pretty often. You know, that's why they say that traditional art is harder than digital, because, you know, traditional does not have the magic undo button. But, you know, I'd push back a little bit on that narrative. I don't think any medium is harder than another. It kind of just depends on what you know. Because I pretty much started off as a digital art person ever since I started doing art more professionally. I have been doing digital art. It's just what I have practiced the most of. So, you know, of course, I feel more comfortable between digital art than traditional art. But there are people that I know personally that struggle a lot with digital art in comparison just because they're not as familiar with the medium. So it kind of really just depends on who you are, what you've been taught, what you know. You just have to learn new stuff, you know? You have to learn every new medium. And that can be tough for people. But with enough practice, I think digital art, traditional art, they're the same level of difficulty. I think that gate looks really good though. The fence line in this original drawing was just so monotonous and repetitive that I was like, I have to do something. And I feel like adding the fence, like the fence gate, I should say, it just adds a little something to break up that monotony. And then I'm also going to have like the bushes in front too, which will help break up the silhouette a little bit. We're gonna have grass texture. We're gonna have tons of different stuff going on. But so far, I think that looks really good. Yes, you can see all my different layers. We have max on one layer. We have the foreground in one layer. We have the midground stuff. And the background stuff. It's all gonna come together in one piece eventually. Okay, so what do I want to do next? See, I'm still kind of iffy about like these little lights. Like, I definitely want something. I think the lights look okay, but I think there could be more that we could do. I don't know what that thing is yet, is the problem. I don't know. It's like, I want more Halloween decorations, but what else could we put on the lawn? You know? Also, I feel like I might move the tombstones a little bit. I might, like, spread them out a little more. feel like they're grouped up a little bit too closely together. Yeah, just kind of fill in that little space right there. I think that looks good. And there's gonna be a lot of stuff we do when it comes to like the coloring that's gonna make everything pop a little bit better. Because you can see our little test color here. You know, we got a lot of stuff that we gotta do. The lights on the house in the background, and we gotta do. I was thinking about adding street lights, but I kind of decided against doing street lights at this point in time. Not that I won't add them later, but for now I think I'm just kind of on them. I think for now I might add the lights on the posts. I think that's what we'll work on, which actually has to go on its new own layer. Gotta love new layers, because it's going on top of the foreground stuff. So it's gotta be its own thing. I have to increase my stabilization for this. It looks good until I turn the line layer off, and then I'm like, what is this? What is this? You know what, maybe we can fix it. Maybe I can fix it. Gotta love that undo button. You know, part of the reason I have a lot of trouble with my drawing lately is I'm trying to also adjust to drawing things on a bigger canvas. I used to draw things on pretty small canvas sizes, and I realize that I'm shooting myself in the foot when I do that. Because then if I ever decide, hey, I want to print this thing out, I can't because the resolution is too small. So this drawing is 300 dpi, it's 2000 pixels across by 3500 tall. I used to work on canvases that were like usually 1500 by 1500 or even smaller sometimes. Like I think when I was just starting out doing digital art, I was doing like 500 by 500. And when you do that, your lines get very pixely. So I've started to, you know, stray away from doing that. But that also means sometimes it's a little more effort to do what you want to do. Because drawing those big, smooth lines on a larger canvas size can be not as easy as you would think. If you thought it was easy, that is. Which it is not easy. It is quite difficult at times. At least for me. See, for this, it's like, I feel like, you know what, actually, instead of copy, I should draw the lights on this first before I start copy and pasting it. I think that would be good. I think that'd be a good idea. It's like I want things to be not 100% symmetrical. I want them to be symmetrical looking, but not exact copies and duplicates. That's what you gotta worry about with the copy paste button. It's like you gotta keep in mind, like, hey, if you abuse that copy paste, it's gonna come and bite you in the butt if you're not careful with it. Now these little lights, I feel like I can copy and paste all day. Like, I don't think these are a bad idea just to copy paste, because it's just like, it's a light bulb. It's gonna be the same dimension no matter what you do with it. Now we'll adjust it, of course, to be, you know, fitting of the angle of where we're putting it. Overall, though, it doesn't have to be that specific. So, you know, let's all just watch as I copy and paste the same light bulb for quite a while. Just a lot of copy paste, you know? It's a lot of copy paste. And then I'm gonna have to merge all these layers down eventually. All to one singular layer. And then I'm gonna have to color in each individual light bulb and make it all, you know, their own light sources, and oh, it's gonna be great, Chad. It's gonna be great. You know what? I'm going to turn down this layer just so I can see a little bit. Oops, I'm on the wrong layer. Just so I can see a little bit better what I'm doing here. Just a bit. And paste another light. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about my methods, what I'm doing, what I'm drawing, feel free. Ask away. I am an open freaking book. I am not a artist gatekeeper. Some people, come on. Okay, wait. Let's copy paste. There we go. Yeah, what I was saying. Some people are more protective about their methods and how they do things and all of that jazz. I'm not really one to do that. I'm someone that likes to talk about the process. I like to, you know, try new things and just in general be open about how I do art, why I do art, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. I feel like that open communication is better for the art community. Like, obviously there's some things that people like to, you know, quote unquote gatekeep. And I think, you know, for the most part, people are valid in keeping some things to themselves. But other things, it's like, why not tell people how you do a specific art thing? Like, you know, people create shortcuts for art problems all the time to create, you know, better solutions. It's like, why are we gatekeeping this? Why are we gatekeeping this? Tell the world. You'll get more views if you tell people. People will want to know if there's a better way for the process to be done, you know? But not everyone is as open to sharing. I know there's tons of ways I could innovate my own process to be quicker and draw better and everything, but you know, sometimes you get stuck in your old ways and you're like, I actually don't want to do something different. I just want to draw how I want to draw, and I'm gonna do it the way I've always been doing it, because that's easier for my brain to just do, which is also fair. I'm not just saying that because that's how I do things. Okay, there we go. We got two sets of little string lights now that are slightly different from each other. Like if we put them, you know, over top of each other, you can see there's some variation there. Just enough variation to, you know, have some visual interest. Now, I can edit them how I need them to be. And just put them all the way down the sides. This little fence post. Whatever we want to call this thing. What, a pillar? Deck pillar? I guess what you could call it. I don't know. You know, I did go to architecture school. I should know the terms for these things. I really, really should. Do I? Absolutely not. Abso-freaking-lutely not. Okay, there we go. So there's one pillar, and then we can move these over to the other side and do the other pillar. Which is not perfectly symmetrical, so it's gonna take a little bit of finagling to get this exactly how I want it. Yeah, I think that's good. Up a little bit, just because I don't want those tangent lines. I don't want it affecting other parts of the drawing. Connect some of these pieces a little bit better. Yeah, like what's that? Oh, wait. Why are these ones like super off? What? Let's move these ones in place. What the heck? Oh, whoops, wrong way. Yeah, like that. There we go. There we go. And there we go, chat. And there we go. See, right now the drawing looks really cluttered because all the layers are like layering on top of one another. Once things start to get some flat colors, everything will fall into place a little bit better. Just a tad bit better. So now the question is, do I want to draw those little lights? I think I do. I think I do. I think. I really just want to get into coloring, but I have to finish the liner first. I have to. So much to do. This drawing is gonna have like no less than 100 layers when it's all done, because each of these line art layers, which I have 5 of right now, is gonna have a flat color layer, and then it's gonna have a shadow layer, and it's gonna have a light layer, and then there's gonna be adjustment layers, and then on and on forever, and we're just gonna have so many layers. Thankfully with these lights though, I think I can just kind of copy and paste them. Yes, right layer, okay. Maybe like a 6? Maybe like a 7? I actually think I'm gonna make this bottom rounded a little bit. Try to get the correct shape here. Should I have a reference layer for this? Of course. Do I have a reference for this? Absolutely not. We're winging it, chat. We're winging it. That's how good art is made, obviously. Let's do a little erase here. You know what? Actually, I'm going to edit this even further. Like this. It just gives it a little more depth if it's 2 lines instead of 1 line, right? Tiny bit more depth. I think that looks okay. What do we think? might need... I think I need to move the base just a tad bit. Because if we're looking at it in perspective, it's going to be off a little bit, like here. That looks better. That looks better. Also, this angle and these angles are not the same. I gotta edit that a little bit too. Doesn't gotta be perfect, but it's gotta be close enough that it doesn't bother me when I look at it. That's the pro tip. That's the pro tip. Just copy and paste this. Make them a little smaller for perspective reasons. They're gonna be smaller as they go backwards. Smaller. Okay. And then turn off that layer. I think I want these to be a little bit thicker in line weight, just like a hair. Yes. Okay. That might be all of the that might be all of the line work done. We might actually be done, chat. We might be done with line work. There's still more to do, obviously, but that looks pretty damn succinct to me. I am going to grab a water bottle real quick because I ran out of my water. And we will continue drawing in just like, I don't know, 2 seconds? Like literally 2 seconds. I'm just gonna run to my mini fridge really quick, so. BRB. See you guys in like 2 seconds. And we are back. See? I told you guys it wouldn't be long. It's just, you know, hydrating, especially if you're doing what I'm doing and talking for hours on end, very important, very important. Gotta make sure you're hydrated. Gotta make sure you're hydrated. Okay. So, gosh, I guess we start on flat colors. That's crazy, right? I guess we start on flat colors. So we want to use this as our reference point. So I'm just gonna turn off the shadow layer here. Start pulling colors from this. And then, you know, we can adjust as we go, of course. But for now, I'm gonna pull from this. And you know what I should do? I should make a folder for each layer of line art and have it in its own organization tab so I can keep track of what is which, because I'm too lazy to name all my layers. But if they're in their own little folders, I can keep track of it a little better. So right now we're gonna color the porch. No, apply to connected pixels, please. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Select all of the dead space. And then invert the selection. Slowly but surely start coloring stuff in. See, like the coloring, the flat coloring, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, it's just so zen. You just like selecting areas, picking colors. Like, it's so zen. I love doing the flat colors. Oops. You know, I put that on the wrong layer. There we go. Good thing I caught it in time. I think I might even pull the shadow a little more into a saturated color. Don't make it super, super gray, you know? And then, of course, all of these are going to be not just flat colored, but blended out eventually. But you gotta start somewhere. Gotta start somewhere. I'll take, oops, these little crack areas, which don't want to select because they're way too thin. Have to zoom like all the way in to select these things. You know what? If I turn off the close gap, that should help me in selecting this stuff. It's like, I don't even think you're really gonna see these details, but you know, I have to be a perfectionist. I have to add depth where you're not gonna see depth. Because when you're zoomed out, it just looks like a black line. You zoom in, you see the cracks a little bit better. I actually think, let's do this. I think I want to saturate the wood a little more. I think that's a little bit of a better color. Fine tweaking is it's all gonna come together eventually, but it's gonna take a while to get it there. Okay, for this, let's do a little selection. We're going to invert the selection. We're gonna make it like a really dark gray for the wire. Saturate it a little bit more. And then each of these lights, see, it's like, in the original I have it alternating colors. I have it alternating, you can't see it right now. There we go. I have it alternating red, or not red, orange and purple. I think I want to do that still, I think. So I'm just going to choose an orange, I'm going to choose a purpley color. And they're going to be pretty saturated. Because remember, these things are going to be lit up eventually. Eventually we're gonna add light to these little bulbs. So I want the colors to be pretty bright. And it'll all blend together at the end. See, I don't like how it's like all one color on the top and all one color on the bottom though. I don't like that. Maybe is it like better like this? Yeah, I think it does. I think it does. Like alternating like that. Yeah, just kind of have them alternating, not all the same. Have like this one to be so purple, purple, orange, 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 and then like we'll have like one orange, and then we'll do purple, 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 purple. Love me some purple. Yeah, because this way then the lights aren't the exact same pattern every time, which I think looks better. So if they're all the exact same, it's gonna look weird. You know, I had this debate on my stream, I don't know if it was last time or the time before, where it's like, what are the Halloween colors? It's like, is it orange and purple? Is it orange and black? Is it, you know, red or green? Or it's a lot of debate. personally, when I think Halloween lights, I think orange and purple. Because it's like, black lights don't exist. Well, they do. There is something called a black light, but it's not actually black, is it now? It's actually the color purple. But it is still called a black light, quote unquote. Yeah, I think that looks good. And now we have to do the same thing on the other side. Also with differing pattern. So that it doesn't feel all samey. Orange, 2 purples. The one thing I love my tablet, for those who don't know, I have a Huion Canvas Pro 13. Also, I just realized this light is like not on this freaking lamppost. Yeah, I have a Huion Canvas Pro 13. Which is an amazing tablet. I have had no real issues with it. The only issue I've ever really had is sometimes it just doesn't like sync up when I switch users. Cause, you know, I have two different streaming channels. I stream here on Oscar Darla, and then I stream on my alternate channel, Game Audio 1337. So I have them on different users of my computer, just so it's easy to switch between the two when I'm streaming. So, you know, all the settings are already pre-set up, and I don't have to worry about nothing. Sometimes, though, when I switch users, my tablet only works on one user or the other. Don't ask me why. I don't know why it does it, but that's what it does. And the only way to fix it is to restart my computer. Oops, I made a mistake here. But yeah, it's like, it's not too inconvenient, but I do wish that my tablet just always worked on whatever user I'm using. But you know, 'tis the way of technology. It's gotta be finicky. No matter what technology it is, it's always gotta be finicky. Like Bluetooth. Don't even get me started on Bluetooth. Like my headphones that I'm using right now to listen to the music I have on the background of my streams. These are Bluetooth headphones, but I never use the Bluetooth feature on them because it's so much easier to, instead of worrying about connecting to the Bluetooth, I just plug it in with an aux cord. It's like 10 times easier. So, you know, sometimes the simplest solution is the best solution. Hold on a second. What? The what? How did I get, like, that one's different, that one's different, that one's different, that one's different. And then from here up, the lights are the exact same. Well, that's not what I want. Now I have to redo it. Gosh dang it. Let me frivolously push my undo button. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it not the same this time. That sounds like a good plan, right, chat? We're gonna make it not the same. I don't know how I accidentally synced it up like that, but I did. But whatever. I can fix it. That one's one orange, so we'll do two orange. And then the purples. And this one we'll do one orange. That's two orange. Yes. Now we have got something. There we go. Now the lights are not the exact same. And we'll keep the lights on a separate layer. Actually, what I think I'll do is I'll copy and paste. And then that way the lights are there. Yep. So now I have that on its own. You see, like, now I can blur this out. Blur. I can blur it out like this. Do a strong blur. And that'll be our lighting. And you know, some areas I might have to fix a little bit. I think this is too big. So we're just gonna trim down a little bit. It doesn't gotta be perfect. It's gonna be blurred out a ton. But we don't want the shapes to be too big. Because if they're too big, it's gonna look a little weird. Some lights are like brighter than others. I think that's good. And now we can blur, gradient blur, like that. Oh, chat, this is gonna look so good. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, let's color in Max now, shall we? I think we shall. Let's do a new layer. Select. Invert selection. Whoops, wrong layer. not supposed to be colored in. I'll fix that. Let's make this darker. Not too much darker, but just enough so it's in shadow. Can color in his eyes. Got these cute little, I don't know, like almost raccoon-esque coloration around his eyes. I guess you could call it raccoon-esque. I mean, what else would you call that, like, I don't know, marking? That's just what donkeys look like, though. They have the little spots around their eyes, and they have like the softer colors around like their bellies. I love donkeys, chat. They're my freaking... I think donkeys might be my favorite animal now. It used to be horses. I don't know. I still love horses. Something about a donkey, though. Something about a donkey. I freaking love them. I freaking love them, chat. I'm so jealous. My freaking mom is on vacation right now, and she just went to a place called Oatman, which has a bunch of wild donkeys. They're not like really wild because there are no truly wild donkeys in the United States. They're all feral donkeys that were released back when, you know, because they used donkeys in the gold rush in the mines, and then eventually gold rush kind of didn't rush anymore, and they just let all their donkeys go into the wild, and all the donkeys here are now all descendants from those original donkeys. But you know, they're basically wild now. It's been enough generations that they're basically wild donkeys. But you know what they are? The cutest things ever. That's what they are. That's what they truly are. Just the cutest little things ever. I freaking love donkeys. I definitely I'm gonna have to eventually own a donkey, and I'll name it Max after, you know, my character Max. But I'm gonna have to own a donkey, chat. I think this is in the cards for me at some point. I'm gonna have to. There's no way around it. I'm gonna have to own a donkey. There's so many people that are like, oh, you know, don't get an animal for your farm unless it's, you know, unless it serves a purpose. What if that purpose is just bringing me joy, though? What if that purpose is strictly bringing me joy? I think that's a good purpose. I think that's a great purpose. Maybe the most important purpose of all on the farm, on the homestead. I think so. I do. there we go. And then we can color in the rest of him. Just about done with the flat colors here though. It's like sometimes I use bucket fill, other times it's just easier to fill in just with the good old pen tool. Kind of depends on the situation. Like this I'll fill in with the fill tool. Okay. Oh, I gotta do the pumpkin. I was like, you know, we're just about done filling this in. And then I was like, what am I talking about? I have to fill in the pumpkin. What am I doing? Let me color pick the orange from the pumpkin here and then put it over here. I like this nice bright orange. Orange. Maybe even a little bit darker, actually. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I do. And then I'm gonna take all of these colors. I think I'm gonna saturate them just a hint. Feel like very desaturated to me. It looks a little bit better though. Guys, we have color. Guys, we have color happening. It's happening, it's happening, it's happening. Add the color now to the background. Turn off all those other layers just so we get a little bit of a clearer picture. Why is this not? I don't have the refer to multiple on. That's what it is. That's what my problem would be. Sidewalks. Oops. Make sure we're actually clicking what we need to click here. Click, 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 click. And then I'm gonna actually say that this back here is gonna be slab foundation. So it's gonna be the same color as the sidewalk. Instead of like the wooden porch that Max is currently standing on. This house is gonna be the most tedious part to color in, I swear. There's so many little sections I need to click on. Which, of course there's one that I didn't click. There go. And then I also need to click this for the grass. Alrighty. And I can continue coloring. Pick the street color, and then color that in. Oops, wrong color. That one. And then the fencing color. Probably I'll just do the same color I did for the porch. Probably a good idea. So let's select all of this. All these posts will be the same color. All this trim will be the same color. A lot of selecting. Bear with me, chat. Bear with me. Bear freaking with me. We'll get it all selected eventually. And of course, like, just FYI, I'm gonna miss stuff. Defo gonna not get every color selected properly. But we can go in and fix it afterwards. Oh, you know what I might do actually? Instead of doing this, this is much too tedious. Let's color in everything else and then fill it in afterwards. That sounds better. Oh, that sounds so much better actually. So like we'll color in the sky. And then we're going to choose a color for the house, which I could probably just use the same color I used here. Like this teal color. Select our areas for this. Which I am going to have to select these little individual spots here, but won't be nearly as bad. Selecting these. Fill that in. I might do like a little bit of a brighter color. And then the roof. What color did I have the roof? It's like a really darker shade of blue. Yes. Oh, and then I'm gonna have to color this in. Gosh dang it. Ah, let's just use the selection tool. Nope, selection tool's not gonna help me here. Never mind. My bad. I thought the selection tool was my friend. It's not my friend. It's not and never was my friend. me for thinking so. Okay. Whoopsies. Okay, hold on. Let's not just fill in vast bouts of color without rhyme or reason. Hold on. Let's get this all fixed and good. Okay, and now what I can do is I can take the color from here and we can just fill in all those gaps. Now we got the shading in. Now we got it. I might change the color slightly. Oops. Should I change it to like blue? Ugh, never mind. I think I want to change the sky color. It's gonna be much darker once we add all the shadows in. The lighting is really what's gonna save this drawing from looking very bland. But it'll come together. Trust, chat. Trust me. Trust me. All come together. Yes. Okay. So I think that's the background pretty done. Now we can do the other elements here. Like these guys. The heck? What kind of layer did I add here? Just a regular roster layer, please. Thanks. Thank you kindly. And then I feel like I'm just gonna fill everything in with like a, well, hold on. I have to actually do this correctly. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. Areas. Oh yeah, because I gotta fill those in too. Okay. that's fine, that's fine. Okay, let's just invert the selection. We can fill it in. And I can do some cleanup work. Now that we got it all filled in. I can see what needs to be tweaked a little bit. Like, I gotta erase that. I gotta erase that. Gotta erase this. And now we can start adding our actual colors. Here. I think I want to make these tombstones a little bit darker. Yeah, so they pop out a little bit. And then the bats. Be like this. The spider can be the same color. Maybe the spider's a little bit lighter, just to give a little bit of color contrast from the bats. And then the cat, I want it to be a black cat. The dog, I want it to be brown. So I want it to be like a weird dog. The horse, I think I had it as like a palomino in the original drawing. Yeah. So still like, it's a paint. So still brown, and then it'll have like white spots. But you know, naturalistic colors from animals, not anything crazy. Then we'll have like a white pumpkin, because those exist. Paint the stems brown. Okay, and then all of the lights we can keep orange. I think that's fine. Just have like simple orange lights on this house instead of like the contrasting purple and stuff. Okay. The buckets we can keep orange. Just because, I mean, it's a pumpkin bucket, it's gotta be freaking orange. I mean, come on. It's gotta be orange. It's gotta be orange. Okay. And then the lights, I think we'll take this color. It's like you want to try to have your colors simplified if you can. So if you can make everything kind of share the same colors, your drawing will look more cohesive. So I'm going to try to replicate that if I can. Use kind of the same color scheme for a lot of things. The lighting on this drawing is going to be the most important thing. I'm gonna really have to spend a lot of time rendering, which is not my strong suit. If you guys did not know, line work is my strong suit. Coloring, rendering, lighting, not my strong suit. So it'll take us some time to render this piece, I feel. It'll take us a wee bit of time. But when it's done, might be one of my best pieces, you know? If I can get it how I want it, I think it's gonna look really good. Okay, so for the cat, okay, I kind of had a purple color for the hat. I can do that, I can do purple. Make it a little bit brighter, slightly. Then we can do a darker color for underneath. And then I kind of want to do like a yellow for the little star, and then for the band, make this yellow. Oh, I gotta fill in this little piece. Should we make the nose pink? I think we do. I think we make the nose pink. And then I think make this color a little bit darker. Tad bit, just a tad bit. And this I feel like is too saturated. Take the saturation down by just a peg. Gotta work that balance of colors, you know? I'm not great with color theory, but I do my best. I do my best. I do my best. Color pick from you. I liked the colors that I had for this, so I'm just gonna use the same colors, because why not? I liked it, I might as well use it again. Yeah, I think this looks good. I think this looks good. little hooves. Pink color for the dress. Because this little pony is a fairy princess. A very obtainable dream for a little horsey. Fairy princess, very, very cute. And I think I'm gonna make the horn gold, just so it pops a little bit. And add a new layer for the wing color. I want it to be transparent. Actually, I think I might like the color of the darker hooves instead of lighter color. Or maybe we make it realistic and we have darker hooves for these ones and then lighter colored hooves for the ones that have the markings on it. Yeah, now we big brain. Now we big brain. Now we doing the thing. And this hot dog will obviously have mustard on it because duh. Well, personally, I like ketchup on my hot dogs and not mustard, but it'll look better for the drawing if it's mustard. It'll just be more noticeable at a small scale. The little strap. We'll take the pink from here, color in his little tongue. Give him some dark brown eyes. And then we'll add some eye shines too to make his eyes pop a little more. But we won't do that right now. Okay. Is that everything flat colored? It is. The flat colors are done, chat. The flat colors are finished. With that, I think we might have a good stopping place, actually. You know, we got all the lights on here colored. We got the characters colored. We have a little bit of the lighting here with the lights on the pillars. I think this is a very good stopping point. I think I do want to, before I forget, I think I will take the pumpkin. I'm gonna desaturate it just a hair. Just a hair. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. Okay. Now I think we're done for the day. But hey, that is what I like to call progress. So thank you guys so much for joining today. Like I said, good damn progress. Hopefully we can get into more stuff, you know, later this week. I might do an extra art stream at some point, because I do want to get this done before I go on this trip. But my last art stream before Halloween is going to be on Monday, and that's supposed to be my pumpkin carving stream, so I don't know. I don't know. I might have to finish this off stream. We'll see. We'll see. But I appreciate you all being here and watching my stream. Hopefully I can get this done, as I said, but I guess I'll do my end of stream spiel. For those of you who might be new here, I stream every Monday and Wednesday here on Oscar Darla. I also have an alternate account for my gaming stuff at GameLobby1337, which we will be streaming on later tonight. So if you want to stay up to date on when I go live, make sure you follow me on all of my socials. Make sure you follow me on my live streaming platforms. I live stream on Twitch, YouTube, and Picardo. You can also join the Discord. I always post when I go live on Discord, so if you never want to miss a stream, make sure you're in on that Discord. The final drawing, when this is all said and done, will be posted on Blue Sky. So if you want to make sure you see that final beautiful piece of art, be in on my Blue Sky. Commissions are open if you are interested, and we do have an online shop where I sell stickers and prints and other things. So if you want to support me, support my art, and all things arty, you can check out my website where I have commission info and my shop over there. But yeah, that'll be it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye guys, see you next time.